So let me ask you a question. When you saw the title of this video, what did you feel? A little jolt of anxiety? A spike of curiosity? Maybe even a touch of annoyance because you're tired of the skis falling headlines. If you felt any of that, congratulations, you're a normal person on the internet in 2024. We've all been trained by 1,000 flashy thumbnails to expect the worst. Especially when it comes to something as vital as Social Security. Those images, all those screaming fonts and shocked faces, they're designed to trigger a panic. Click. And for a lot of creators, that's the whole game. But here on USA Benefits Update, we play a different game. Our game is clarity. Our game is calm. Because when it comes to your benefits, panic is the enemy of good decisions. So today, we're going to do something radical. We're going to talk about the real, actual Social Security rule change that happened on January 1st. But we're going to use the world of crazy YouTube thumbnails as our guide to understanding it. We're going to break down what the Social Security Administration actually changed, what there you must do this first message really means, and why approaching this with a calm, clear mind is the single most important thing you can do. This isn't just about a rule update. It's about how we process information in an age of digital noise. So, take a breath. Seriously. Unclench your jaw. This is a panic-free zone. Welcome back to USA Benefits Update. Let's start with the backdrop of all those alarming videos. Every single year, like clockwork, the Social Security Administration updates its rules. They adjust earnings limits for people who work while collecting benefits. They tweak cost of living calculations, and they refine their internal procedures. It's an administrative process, as routine as a software update on your phone. But every January, a segment of the internet morphs this routine into a 5-alarm fire. The thumbnails blare about shocking cuts and benefits, disaster, and they all insist you have to watch their video right now or risk losing everything. It's exhausting, and more importantly, it's deeply unhelpful, because here's the truth, they often bury. The Social Security Administration's primary goal is not to trip you up or take things away. Their goal is to get your benefits, right? And to do that, in an era of increasing identity fraud and complex financial lives, they need accurate information. The core of this year's emphasis, the heart of the "you must do this" first directive, is about data integrity. It's about making sure the person filing a claim is who they say they are, that their earnings record is complete and correct, and that their payment and contact information is current. Think of it this way. If you were mailing a priceless family heirloom, you wouldn't scribble the address on the box and hope for the best. You'd verify the address, double-check the zip code, and maybe even get tracking. The SSA is now, more formally than ever, asking you to do that with your lifelong benefits file before you send in your claim. This is where our thumbnail analogy becomes so powerful. A bad, chaotic thumbnail is like an outdated Social Security record. It's got old information, maybe an address from 5 years ago. It's got clutter, perhaps an old direct deposit account from a bank you closed. It might even have a crucial piece missing, like a few years of earnings from an employer who reported your name slightly differently. When the SSA looks at that messy, incomplete thumbnail of your record, they can't process your request quickly. They have to stop, ask questions, and verify. That's what causes delays. Not malice, not a secret plot. Just the bureaucratic equivalent of squinting at a blurry image and saying, "I need to see this more clearly." So, what is the "this" you must do first? It is breathtakingly simple, almost boring. Before you file for benefits, before you panic about a notice you got, before you make any major decision, your first step is to log into your official My Social Security account at SSA.gov and conduct a full, top-to-bottom review. This is your personal command center. You need to look at your earnings record meticulously. Does every year you worked have an income listed? Does it look roughly right? If you see a 0 or a suspiciously low number for a year, you know you worked. That's the discrepancy you need to fix first. You need to check your personal information is your mailing address current? Is your phone number right? And crucially, is your direct deposit information accurate? And if for an account that is active and in your name. This act of verification is the single most powerful thing you can do to ensure a smooth process. The SSA is essentially saying, help us help you by giving us a clean, clear picture. It's the direct opposite of the clickbait strategy. Clickbait says, everything is chaos and you must act now. The SSA is saying, let's ensure everything is in order so you can act correctly. Now, let me share a quick story from a few years back. A relative of mine was getting ready to file for his retirement benefits. He was a nervous wreck, convinced the system would mess it up. He'd been hearing all the horror stories. We sat down together, and I had him log into my Social Security account. He scrolled through his earnings history and suddenly froze. "See," he said, voice tense, "I knew it. The years 1998 to 2001 are blank. they've lost 4 years of my life. He was ready to write his congressman and call every talk radio show in the state. But instead of panicking, we just looked it up. We dug out his old tax returns from a box in the basement. Turns out, during those years, he'd been working for a small business where the owner had reported the company's payroll under a slightly different corporate name than he remembered. One simple form, a copy of his W-2 sal, and it was cleared up. The monster in the closet was just a shadow. The delay was prevented because he checked first. That's the energy we're bringing to this. No drama, just paperwork. This philosophy translates perfectly into how to build a trustworthy channel, by the way, and why people come to USA Benefits Update. Let me give you the 3 principles that guide both the good benefit strategy and good communication online. First, clarity beats chaos every single time. A thumbnail screaming 12 different things makes you click away. A thumbnail with one clear promise makes you click. Similarly, trying to fix your entire financial relationship with the SSA in one frantic afternoon is chaos. The clear, calm process is: Step 1, verify identity. Step 2, verify earnings. Step 3, update contact info. One logical step at a time. That's how complex things get done, without the heartburn. Second, emotion should match reality. This is where so many go wrong. If the rule change is procedural, your emotional response should be procedural focused and diligent, not terrified. The SSA isn't sending out panic. They're sending out reminders. So when you see a notice, the appropriate reaction isn't the world is ending. So let me log in and see what this is about. On YouTube, a thumbnail with a neutral, concerned, or thoughtful expression conveys honesty. It says, "I'm taking this seriously so you don't have to panic." That's the trust we build here. Third, and this is the most important one, always provide the next step. The worst clickbait leaves you panicked and paralyzed, with no solution except to watch another scary video. Responsible guidance, whether from this channel or from the SSA, gives you a clear, actionable path forward. The SSA's message is, your next step is to check your account. Our message in this video is, your next step is to go do that. And here's exactly how. A good thumbnail doesn't just yell problem. It hints at the solution. Here's what to check first. Let's bring this all home with absolute specificity. If you are already receiving benefits, this January 1st change does not mean your monthly deposit will suddenly stop. It does mean that if you've moved or changed banks and haven't told the SSA, you risk a delay when they try to send your money to the wrong place. Your action item is to log in and confirm your details. Alright, if you are planning to file for benefits this year, the process will be smoothest. If your record is clean before you hit submit, your action item is to review your earnings statement. Now, months in advance, so you have time to correct any errors. If you've changed your name, or if you spot a mistake, you now know that correcting it is your new priority number 1. It's the foundational step. Remember, delays are not denials. The SSA is not out to get you. They're out to pay the right person, the right amount, at the right time. Your job is to make sure the information they have makes that easy for them to do. It's a partnership, a boring, paperwork-heavy, incredibly important partnership. So, if you clicked on this video, braced for doom and gloom, I hope you're now breathing easier. The rule change is about order, not upheaval. It's about precision, not punishment. And if you're a fellow creator watching this, I hope you see that the long-term trust, built by calm, clear, useful content will always outperform the short-term spike of a panic click. Trust is the most valuable currency, both with an audience and with a government agency managing your retirement. Your assignment, should you choose to accept it, is simple. Sometime in the next week, carve out 20 calm minutes. Make a cup of tea or coffee. Go to ssa.gov and securely log into your My Social Security account. Navigate to your earnings statement and scan it. Click on your profile and look at your contact and banking info. That's it. You've just done the single most important thing to protect your benefits trajectory. You've replaced anxiety with action. If this calm, step-by-step approach resonated with you, if you're tired of the shouting and ready for clear guidance, then you're in the right place. Here on USA Benefits Update, we decode the rules without the rage. We explain the updates without the exaggeration. We believe you deserve information that empowers you, not frightens you. So if that's what you're looking for, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're building a community here of people who believe in preparation over panic. Subscribe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll continue breaking down the benefits world, one clear explanation at a time. Thanks for watching, and take care.